Hello Gundam fans, this is Ground92, and today I'll be looking at the 10144 high grade Strike Rouge from the Gundam Seed and Gundam Seed Destiny series. So this is the new Strike mold, which is an awesome mold. I have really nothing bad to say about this version of the Strike that they've done. It looks perfect in proportion. It has a few seam lines really. I mean, there's like some in the head and back here in the leg. I think that's it. All you have for stickers are the blue eyes, camera, and back of the head. And that's it on the body. Yep, they definitely upped their game with the terms of the Strike compared to the original, what was it, 10 years ago? 10 years ago now. So yeah, it is a great, solid, just an overall good high grade. Head will go up and down. Forward and back, rotate, arms rotate, can go forward, out, rotate below the shoulder, double jointed elbow, ball jointed wrist, ball jointed stomach, and it is ball jointed waist. You can swivel it, and if you pull it out some, you get a little more movement. Ball jointed front skirts that you can separate, hinge side skirts which are limited, mostly because of how they're designed. Legs can do the jig. They'll move forward pretty far. Not much back, out, as far as the side skirts will allow until they do that. Rotate at the hip, double jointed knee. You have a hinge at the top of the leg, and then you have a ball jointed foot and a ball jointed ankle armor on the side. So the only really hindrance is the side skirts, but even with that, you can get a very good amount of action poses with the Strike Rouge. Yeah, articulation is pretty great on this new version of the Strike. Well, the accessories are nothing new on the Strike Rouge. You got the Strike Shield, which does have one sticker on the top, which is still that light pink, which, it's kind of annoying. You do have other pieces because you have the old Strike Shield, so if you wanted a red one, to match the red for some reason. You also have the red feet, and the chin with the eyes. And you've also got the yellow piece in here, and the yellow V-fin piece. So you almost have a whole shield aside from the base light pink piece. And it still has the same connector, which plugs into the hole in the elbow, like that. You've got the two armor Schneiders, which are nicely detailed. They don't move or anything. And they're very solid in the hands. So solid, you're going to have them underslung, and it'll stay just fine. And, of course, the Strike Beam Rifle, which has a movable handle, and that's it. Does look okay. And you just have to take the hand cover off, which is very solid on this one. The one thing, they still don't give you extra hands. It would have been nice to have one open hand for the left hand, which is usually the norm. But lately I find they're not doing that. It's not a huge deal. But, there you go. Now, of course, this version of the Strike Rouge, which is possibly my biggest complaint, and really my only complaint, is that it comes with the Strike Pack. The Ale Strike Pack. Which, it's still really nice. It does have the big red stickers on the wings, which is my only problem with this version of it. It can go down, for when it's not being used, and the big boosters can move up and down, in and out some. Nice molded detail on the back here for the turbine thrusters. You got the ball jointed beam saber handles. And it does peg in right like that. It does make the Strike Rouge a little back heavy, but because of the articulation you can easily compensate like that. And I almost forgot, it does have the stickers for the the orb sticker's got the lion with the roses. Well, I've always loved the sticker. So much so, I made one for one of the Mario Kart games on the DS. That was my logo. So yeah, it's very cool. I wish they were like rub transfer or water slide, not stickers, but it's nice that they got them. And of course the beam saber handles, which are on the ball joints, do have two clear pink beams, which fit nicely into the hand. And that is it for the accessories for the Strike Rouge. But of course, if you already have the original Strike Rouge, you will be able to put the IWSP pack onto the new Strike. It will fit just the same. So there you go. You got the Strike with the IWSP pack, now the shield. The Gatling gun shield. The connector with the original one won't work with this one, but it will if you take the new connector and just plug it right in. And then you just plug it in the elbow, and there you have the Gatling gun shield. So now you have a new Strike Rouge IWSP, which is the reason I wanted the Strike Rouge, the new one. So the old one's going to go into a box in storage, and this will be proudly displayed with the IWSP Striker Pack. But of course, you don't get that in the new kit. You really should have. All they had to do was just give us this one, and just, give us maybe with a couple extra stickers or something, maybe a slight recolor. I'd be happy with that. I would have been down with that. Just give us those plates. But they didn't. It'll probably be some kind of online exclusive, most likely, which is a little disappointing, because I think that's really the only downside to this really nice kit. So accessory-wise, it's fine, but it could have been so much better with the other Striker Pack. So let's compare the Strike Rouge to the Ale Strike, which is now the Perfect Strike for me. And it's the exact same model, just a recolor. That's it. But they do look good together because the Strike Rouge has such a light pink, which I like a lot better than the darker pink, even though I originally liked it, but now that I got this one, I don't like it nearly as much as the new light pink. So there it is with the high grade from 2004, I believe. So it's about a 10-year gap. And you can see quite different proportions. Clown feet on the old one, shorter. If I straighten up the new one here, just way different looking. The only downside with the new one is that backpack, and I'm gonna keep dwelling on it because they have it. They could have just repackaged it with the new Strike, but they didn't. So yeah, that is the Strike Rouge, which is a very good kit. It is perfectly serviceable. It is a great rendition of the Strike Rouge. It just needed that IWSP pack to different, to give it people a reason who already had the Strike, the Ale Strike, to get this thing. But if you already have the old one, and you want to get a new, more accurate, more proportioned Strike Rouge, you just give it the old backpack, you're fine. But if you don't, you shouldn't have to go out of your way to buy a second model just to get the backpack. So yeah, that is a little disappointing. And if you want, you can still unplug the black piece there in the middle and put it into the Striker pack for the Perfect Strike if you want to have that, the Perfect Strike Rouge. Because everything will still work, all the packs will, and the shoulder pieces will connect onto this thing. So it is a great high grade, it just could have been so much better. So that's about it, and I'll see you at the next review.